Keep that vibe going, guys. That Ass Packer Grand Poobah vibe. Thank you, Ass Packer. Okay. This is from Real Media Player. Oh, he's not a steel toe guy. Because you have to get the internet. There's no getting the internet. They get to.
Who has to get the internet?
I got the internet going nuts.
Welcome to the show. It's Steel Toe. It's Wednesday. An incredibly perfect week this week, except that pesky goddamn $60 on Monday. So do us a favor. You guys are starting at 300 today. You're starting a little bit ahead. Let's wipe that shit out. And then let's do that damn 60. Yesterday morning, you guys got within $15 of knocking out that 60. Last night, they got within 40, 35, $40 of knocking out that 60. It's right there. We just within hairs of hammering out that $60 and still making it a perfect week. Now, look, does it really, like, is the 60, it's the, when people say it's the principle of the thing, it's the principle of the thing. If we miss by $60 this week, it's not even close to the end of the way. It's fine. But for 6 weeks in a row, we've been balls on perfect. Even a little bit ahead, right? So I would like to be balls on perfect for 7 weeks in a row. And then if we're balls on perfect for 7 weeks in a row, you know what I'm going to want the next week? 8 weeks perfect. So I propose we try to get to 83 weeks like WCW did against WWE. That is a terrible comparison because we know how it ended for WCW. All right, fine. 82 weeks. How's that? Let's take a look at the board before we get started today. People Pleaser dropped $200. Basically covered the evening show on his own last night, and boy, did we have a great time on last night's evening show. Thank you, People Pleaser. He's now on top with $210. And then the rest, I love this. That 210 has been our only big drop this week. And the rest has been 10, 20, $25 at a time. We haven't even had a 50 drop this week. And you have no idea how encouraging that is to have everything come in $25 or less and be knocking them out. I think aside from Monday morning's miss, we haven't even had a problem hammering them out. Like even I think we've had one 5-minute segment outside of that. So thank you, People Pleaser, for the 210. Then all these other spots right here, wide open. Schweitz at 65. Miss Tay at 50. A-Train at 40. The board's wide open today. So go mental, get rid. Let's be really stupid with our money. And let's, you knock out that 300, you get 30 minutes. You knock out that 60, you get an hour. You knock out, you steal the evening show's goal from them, you get theirs too. So who knows? Maybe we go till 11:30 today. That would be good. Have you guys heard the new conspiracy theory? I would think that people who obsess over comedy shows would have a sense of humor. But I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of people out there who do not have a sense of humor, and it makes the rest of us here at Steel Toe laugh very hard. But thank you very much. From Mussolini Diff. Getting us started today. Hey, boys and girls, why don't you load up the PayPal, load up the Streamlabs, load up everything. Let's get that goal knocked out nice and easy and get off to a great start today. An hour of overtime on the line if we can knock out 300 plus what we missed on Monday. SEPS. Oh, actual Steel Toe fan, don't worry. I know their cope is going to change over time. I mean, these guys if you've taken as many L's as they have and you haven't admitted it yet, you're not going to start now. Don't you worry. It is, you can't. I mean, you got to keep going. You got to put your head down and plow forward. All right, guys, let's get started with what we've got today. The MSO stuff I do find hilarious. We could do it all day, but we have so many things to talk about. The first thing we have today is about the Daily Wire. Now, if we talk about this, can you guys behave yourselves? Everybody throw $20 on PayPal and Venmo right now and prove to me you can behave yourselves before we go into this Daily Wire thing. Oh, and by the way, if we do numbers like we did yesterday, you won't hear me talk about money very much. So let's just, you know me, I get nervous at the beginning of the show, I get nervous at about the halfway point, and I get nervous at the end. Calm my nerves like a nice, cool drink. Cool my nerves for today. If this show didn't have to make any money, I'd be the happiest boy in the world. Look at the little hippie I'm being. But let's load it up, and let's load it up on Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships, etc. I'm waiting for the first one today. Come on, let's go. Load it up. We haven't had many big drops this week, and while I'm very proud of that, and I think it's great that we've been knocking it out without big drops, it really does take the pressure off when someone like People Pleaser comes in with, like, he came in with 200 yesterday. That's insane. But, 50s and hundos, those always look nice on paper. Let's go into the Daily Wire stuff, shall we? Oh, no. Guys, come on. Just prove to me that you can handle this. Prove to me that you can. So last week we mentioned that Jeremy Boring was stepping down as the CEO of Daily Wire. Trucker 18-wheeler with $1 over on PayPal. I got excited to see the PayPal open up. $1 from Trucker 18-wheeler says, wait, Aaron has MS? News to me. No, and thank you very much for interrupting with that $1 drop about MS. Appreciate it. Still $300 away, guys. Let's get moving. Let's have an easy day today. Let's continue on the road we've been on yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. Thank you very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Those are my favorites. Steel Toe Media, Inc. over on Venmo. Shapiro doesn't have dual loyalty. He has loyalty to one country, and it ain't America. I kind of agree with that. No Approachable. I don't owe you an apology because I really liked doing that. I enjoyed it. And if people liked it or didn't like it is up to them. The point is, I will do on this show what I find interesting, and hopefully you guys do too. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. $300 away from today. Approachable is right in one sense. We have made all in the first 45 minutes of today's show. We're almost to the $5 mark. Let's not have one of these days today. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. Let's get going. This isn't like, funny, with Aaron time. Let's bring it down. Let's have a good day today. Missed by 60 Monday. We're still chasing that dragon. I want to have a 7th straight perfect week. We got a good show today. I promise we do. Let's create the most optimum standards possible to have that great show, especially if you haven't thrown in a long time. You got a few bucks. Throw in a little bit. Let's knock it down. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room. So it's not like 8 o'clock and I'm like, we're at 2:15. Let's get ahead. Let's keep going. Everybody throw in throughout the show. Just like yesterday. Yesterday was perfect. Let's do it like that. And also, this leaderboard is wide open. Let's get in there. If you want to dunk, man, fucking dunk. Let's go. I'm tired. I just don't want to. I really hate getting excited for shows, and then like 45 minutes in, I'm like, fuck. Is it gonna? Because then you start getting in your head. You go, is it gonna be one of those days again? And you're like, yeah, probably. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's something you can do about it. Let's do something about it. Let's move. I loved this new Harry Sisson that we got for like 15 minutes on Monday. That was a good one. Thank you, Gray Duckling, for the $100. I appreciate it. And again, if we get, there's Gray Duckling with another $50. He says, okay, people, 50 more. Wow. Gray Duckling wants me calling on that golf tournament. 175. That now puts Gray Duckling $35 away from People Pleaser for first place this week. Wow, there's Doorman with $100. Holy shit. Doorman says, let's get weird. All right, I'm calling on that. Doorman's now in the top 3 as well. And I am officially calling on a golf tournament today. Well, I was kind of wondering. I was like, man, what am I going to do today? I'm going to take a day off from the gym. I'm going to clean the house a little bit. Well, it looks like I'm going to be on the phone with golf courses. How far down are you guys willing to go? Like if I call golf courses, I figure if we do this in like August, like if we give this the most amount of time possible, or like late July maybe at the earliest. How many people do you need for a golf tournament that a golf course will be like, all right, we'll do it? What do you need? Like 50 people? If we get 50 people for a golf tournament, will that be good? Or is that like too many for a golf? Either way, like if we co-promote it with the golf course, like you'll get steel toe people and you'll get golf course people. That'll be a pretty nice deal. You can have cash prize. Rated R Superstar says do Wapakata. Okay, that's not a bad idea either. I like Wapakata. Actual Steel Toe fan says maybe don't let them know it's Steel Toe. Well, it's going to come up at some point, buddy. Dinosaur Fuel says 700 people. Ooh. 700, that's a little. Clopogram says 10 to 20. Really? If you have 10 to 20 people, they'll count that as a tournament? Nah, we got to get 50. Actual Steel Toe fan says, imagine Steel Toe and golf course people mixing it up. It'll be like, remember in Caddyshack where the caddies got pool time? It'll kind of be like that. Well, guys, you got today's goal down to $55. So, holy shit, what a day so far. Thank you very much. Finish it off. And then if you knock out that other 60, we're back on track. MSO says 750 people is not a lot for a tournament. Okay. Chips and Diff says May golf tournament during the day and then Stoney's party that night. We are tentatively planning it. If everything goes right in April for me, we are planning a celebration at the end of May. May 31st at Stoney's. It's not official yet. But boy, that could be fun. How many people do you need for a golf tournament? PGA Tour events have a field of 156 players. Well, we're not looking to put on for a local. Let's call it a local. For a local golf tournament, you want to aim for at least 24 players, but ideally 36 to 48. Oh, we could fuck that number up. 36 to 48 people for sure. How do you have a tournament at a golf course? To host a successful golf tournament, start by forming a planning committee, securing a venue and a date, choosing a tournament format, and then focus on registration, marketing, and event logistics. You think we could do a 2-day tournament? You think we could do a Saturday, Sunday thing? You shoot 2 rounds. We average them together and see who wins. That would be kind of fun. That would be fun. Gray Duckling with $5 says we'll break some record. Most N-words screamed. I'd rather we didn't try to do that. You know, they allow them on golf courses now, guys. I know this is central Minnesota, but still. I'd like it if we could. Do you think we could have a little class? A little? I mean, that's fair. All right, guys, $50 even away from today's goal. Knock it out. Finish it off. Let's call it a win. Like, you know what's fun about my game? I'm f***ing terrible. So me being f***ing terrible, like, kind of helps in a weird way. Joe Smash with $20 says golf tournament. Well, there we go, guys. There's another 20. Thank you, Joe Smash.
We want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Oh, and of course for you, Doorman. Sorry about that.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
There we go. $30 away from knocking out today's goal. 90 from doing an hour of overtime. I don't like teams. I don't like best ball. You know what game I learned recently, though? If we want to do a partners tournament, you know what game I learned recently? Vegas. Have you ever played Vegas? I'm trying this year. You got to get 4 people together. So you and a partner golf. You each hit your own ball. You each play your own round, right? Let's say one of you gets a 5, the other one gets a 7. Your score for that hole is 57. The other group ahead of you, they get 2 6s. That's 66 altogether. They owe you $9. You understand? Now, if you get a 10, the 10 goes first. So you get 10, and then the other guy gets 8. That's 108. You see? It sounds like the money could really run up quick. But, like, if one of you is good, you'll win a shitload of money. Because, like, even if you get 9s all round, theoretically, but the other guy's scratch, you're getting 49s, 59s. Kind of sounds like a fun game. I want to try that one this year. Until I lose like 40, 50 bucks. And then I'm like, well, this sucks. I don't like it. Shit. All right. I'll figure it out. I'm going to call the golf courses today. And you guys donated a shitload of money. You want a golf tournament, so the demand is there. We'll do the golf tournament. $30 away from today's goal. Go ahead and knock it out. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. What a day. What a start. Thank you guys so much. I have a feeling that we're going to drop a lot throughout the show today as the haters drop off because they're all bitter that today is another win for the toe. We have another race hate crime hoax. Oh, my. I can't believe it. You know, which one is it? Are you buying in? Like, are you like, yeah, it's racism and all this? Or are you like, we need to create the racism because it ain't happening out here? Which one? Like, are you a true believer and it'll just happen on its own? Or, you know, do you need to stir shit up and make it happen? $30 away from today's goal. Thank you guys very much. Let's wrap up $30 before 8 o'clock. I already said if you guys got within 100 by 8, I would call on a golf tournament. If it's not that difficult to put a golf tournament together for an organization, we're going to have a golf event this year. Is it difficult to get a golf tournament together? Organizing a golf tournament requires careful planning and can be challenging, but with the right approach and resources, it can be a successful event. Isn't hard if you partner with the right venue. Right, because once I hand it off to the venue, right, like they've got people there that take care of that shit. So I just got to be the idea man and help them out wherever they need help. How much does it? Oh, there we go. How much does it cost to put on a golf tournament? The cost to put on a golf tournament varies greatly depending on its scale and purpose, ranging from a few $100s for a small event to hundreds of thousands or even millions for a major championship. Well, don't worry about that. Few $100. Oh, God. That's easy enough, right? And then the golf course makes all their money off you and I paying to go rounds. Everybody. Well, okay, what would you guys rather have? Since we're going to do this since you guys have thrown in the money, you want to do the golf tournament, how do you want to do this? Would you rather do it at an easier course like Boulder Ridge but they don't have beer cart? Are beer cart girls a must for you? Because if so, if hospitality is like a big thing for you, I'm a territory guy all the way. Like for me, there's nobody better at running a golf course than Territory in St. Cloud. Jeremy's chiming in. I would consider a small sponsorship depending on when it is. Okay. And you're a terrible businessman. Use the money to knock out the goal for a few days. Well, that's no. You're misunderstanding me. That's what I mean. If I make money off this deal, I'd rather just put it towards prizes or the goal. I don't want to keep it. I would feel dirty if I threw this event and I just shoved the money in my pockets. Like it's a show thing, so it should be used for show things. That's what I'm saying. Definitely sponsor holes to raise money. You know what? You know who knows something about golf tournaments? SP. SP could help me. I bet you if I ask SP, she'd go, oh, I'd love to help you with a golf tournament. I'm just kidding. I'd probably trigger the fuck out of her if I asked her to plan a golf tournament with me. She'd be like, I don't want to hear the words golf and tournament. No thing. Dysrhythmia says, damn it, Aaron, be a real capitalist and keep the damn money. I will, but it will be attributed toward the goal. Do you understand? Like instead of just pocketing the whole thing. Or we use it to put on another show. You know, we'll lose. Look, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. One thing at a time. After the show today, we call a golf course. That'll be step one. All right. Honky with $1. Gray Duckling with $2 says first place, 6.5-inch vinyl sticker. I really want the prize money to be, really worth people's while. Would you rather have like a nice cash prize or like a big TV? Cash prize, right? Yeah, you want a fucking cash prize. You want like at least $1,000 for winning a golf tournament. Holly with $9.99 says this golf tournament talk is making me too excited for a Wednesday morning on my way to work. I know, right? I'm so excited for golf. We got people lining up already. My phone's blowing up. All sponsor. I think that this golf thing is something we're going to keep coming back to on today's show. But also, I think that this thing is going to get a little bit bigger than I think it will. Because if we throw 200 people at a comedy show where you got to pay just to get a ticket to watch the comedy show, you can get a couple hundred people to do a golf tournament, and that's a shitload of people. What is a good prize amount for now all my Google search results are for a golf tournament? A few hundred to several $1,000s. Oh, well, fuck a duck. We can do that. Jesus Christ. You know what? For all of you Steel Toe fans who for years have been telling me, Aaron, do a golf tournament. Aaron, do a golf tournament. And I've been like, guys, I don't know. It's everything I'm reading about putting on a golf tournament doesn't seem that difficult. It seems actually pretty easy. Oh, sorry. Let's probably do that. There we go. Von Kaiser, send me an email. I'm sorry, buddy. We'll get you hooked up there. $20 away from today's goal. $20 away from knocking this out and calling it another win for the toe. And then if you guys want to do the 60 from Monday and get yourself an extra hour, you're okay to do that as well. I loved this tweet today. This was a good one. She likes talking to the press, and she likes over-promising and under-delivering, that's for sure. Kloppo says, you have to make the golf tournament limited amount. 50 to 70 people would be perfect. Entry fee to weed out time wasters. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to have an entry fee, right? But what? Hold on a minute. Let me see something. 70, that's that, plus 18 holes is that, plus, I don't know. How many sponsors are you going to get? Let's say 5 sponsors. Holy shit, that's how much money you can on 70 people? All right, minus, let's say, $2,000 for the winner, minus 1,000 for second place, minus 500 for third place, minus 250 for longest drive, minus 250 for closest, minus 500 for a magical whole thing. Holy shit, then you still got that much. It's fucking wild. I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm going to get some help, and we're going to put on a killer tournament. Now I'm excited. Halada says beer cart. Here's the thing, though. You don't want, like, special beer cart girls. You want to let the girls who work at the course, you want to let them make the money. They want to make the money. Somebody says $50 entry fee would be decent. Yeah. And they're one-day tournaments, right? Like, I talked about doing a 2-day thing. You're not going to do a 2-day thing. You don't do it that way. Budman says $2,000, people will be cheating. Oh, is that too much? See, Budman, you just fuck people out of prize money. I don't know how to break this shit down. Somebody says, Aaron's thought, holy shit, that many people could bring in that much money? How many goals could I make this? Dude, we're talking, some of these numbers here are looking like a good month goal-free of Steel Toe, boys and girls. So let's have you know what? We should have a golf tournament every month. We'll fund this whole show through golf tournaments. Who would have thought? Somebody had Dill Pickle had an idea. Said, I love this story of the Chiefs receiver, Xavier Worthy. He's suing the chick who falsely accused him of domestic abuse. I like too many people let these people get away with lying and getting away with stupid shit. And they're like, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm going to hold them accountable. Maybe not press charges, but you really did a number on my reputation, and I didn't do shit to you. You know, I mean, that's really something you ought to think of. It's something I've thought about. I mean, I passed on the idea, but it's something I thought about. Like, people say shit like that, and it's just markedly untrue. Fucking go get them. So this chick tried to make money off Xavier Worthy's ass. Monica, thanks for the buck. Appreciate it. I believe, what, $20 away? $20 away from today's goal. Thank you, guys. Clapogram says Nelson Brothers and Pasta Buckets to sponsor Holes. Yes, absolutely. It is so much fun to own those things and then watch. Like, what's the idea? Are they like, Aaron's going to be mad if we say this? It's like, no, Aaron owns the gay jokes his own audience have been telling for the last 10 years. Guys, no offense. You're not good at this. You're not going to be the ones to tip the scales. You're just angry and miserable. And we poke fun at you. You're kind of easy because, like, you come to us, you're like, we're going to get them. And then we get a rise out of you, and we just play it up. Then we steal your fans. Somebody, too, says, just pissed by the side of the cart. Not like anyone's going to see anything. Oh, yeah, because of my, right? Boy, they are moving quick. You know what? I think Democrats think that they can win this. There's some over there. It's some very easily trickable who can't function outside of that world. Like you do understand everybody outside of that very small world goes, ew, look at the pig, disgusting, gross ringleader, and then look at all the 60 IQ around him. Like, there is a reason you guys kind of stick to your own in that world. Everyone else kind of finds that world disgusting. So, sorry, I know it's very easy for me to do it. I dunk on it a lot. I kind of like to go back to, I'm kind of a needling asshole. I go back to it a lot, but we're having a great day over here, Doom. Come with us, stay with us, have a good time. You're going to have some fun today, I promise. We've been planning a golf tournament. That's been kind of fun. $15 away, knock it out. Maybe you guys get an hour of overtime today, and we keep our 7th straight perfect week. 7th straight perfect week. Doom, I have bad news. Cheese and Crunchy would be considered upper echelon for that crowd. You know this. Doom, stop struggling. You know in 6 months you're going to be all steel toe anyway. Once you realize how gross this is. Like, just fall in line now. Rebecca with $5 says, loving the content today. Great show. I mean, really, this show is a knockout every single day. And I think that's why you're seeing the desperation from some sorts. They're seeing that all the steel toe wins and owns are piling up and the train's pulling out of the station. $10 away from today's goal. Thank you, Rebecca. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. You guys are basically $70 away from one whole hour of overtime today. So thank you very much for your generosity. Let's open up these 7 o'clock hour stories. And while we do, All Care Towing, 320-253-5203 for Tim and my buddies at All Care Towing. You looking for a gig? They're hiring. You want to drive for the best? You drive for All Care Towing. Give them a call today, 320-253-5203 for All Care Towing of St. Cloud. Of course, with All Care, they've got the trucks and wreckers for anything. Motorcycles, heavy-duty equipment, and everything in between. You need a tow, you need All Care. You lock your keys in your car, you need All Care. Nobody faster. All Care Towing, 320-253-5203 for All Care Towing of St. Cloud. And then, of course, Midland Armory. I'm not f***ing them up today. Midland Armory in downtown Foley, Minnesota. MidlandArmory.com. I did call our potential new people, and I said, yeah, I'm really sorry. I almost gave away the game yesterday. They didn't mind. Midland Armory in downtown Foley, Minnesota. MidlandArmory.com. Derek and Tracy have all the knowledge you need if you have questions about, what you need for hunting, home protection, personal carry, whatever the case may be. Midland Armory has you taken care of. They've also got knives, optics, parts and gear, ammo, anything you need at Midland Armory, downtown Foley, Minnesota. MidlandArmory.com. You can call or email with any of your questions. You can even order online. That's MidlandArmory.com. And our favorite people out in Rockville, Minnesota, Stoney's. Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville, right on Broadway. What's today? Wednesday. Tomorrow is 250 can night. It's Thirsty Thursdays at Stoney's. Go in a half hour late on Friday, maybe be dragging ass a little bit. Start the weekend a little early. Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville. Grab a pizza, grab a couple of beers, play some pool, play some darts, and on the weekend, they've got live music on the Fireball stage. Join them at Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville, and that patio is going to be opening very soon. We're going to be pushing 60 tomorrow, and then we're going to go right back down again. They're going to taunt us. They're going to tease us. Yeah, today 53, tomorrow 58, I'm sorry. Friday 57, then as the kids say, peep this. Saturday, a high of 38 and a chance of snow. March in Minnesota is the first day of April in Minnesota, rain, chance of snow flurries, and 42. I love it here. I love it. It's a great, great place to be. Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville. Actual Steel Toe fan says, oh, snap. Yes, please. Says those Daily Wire chicks are doing an episode about the goal and people who make it today at 11. Anybody? That's what you got to be doing. The people who are making the goal. $10 were featured on Daily Wire. Thank you. Boy, we really triggered the fuck out of Doom today. Something happened. Something happened. Something weird happened with Doom. Usually they're very playful. Now today she's being very uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what that means. The bloody pox. We know what it means. You know what, guys? Try to have a little empathy, please. She's going through it right now. What? You guys all said dead to rights on the felony. I see you're still triggered over that. And the way you responded to that, you're like, here's how we're going to get him. You know the company that he always hated and they always hated him? We're going to report that they hate him. You guys. Killing the game. And I'm sorry to laugh at you. I know I'm supposed to take you more seriously, but you're you. Jesus Christ. All right, let our favorite 17-year-old in the world today. Chevy fan says Rumble is propped up by bots. I used to think that, but Rumble Studio pays you when you do ad reads based on how many viewers you have. Like, that doesn't make sense that they would bot it and cost themselves more money. I don't understand that. What I've heard, the definitive answer I've gotten is that it takes less time watching a video to count as a viewer. Whereas YouTube, it'll be like 30 seconds or a minute. And on Rumble, it's 15 or 30 seconds or whatever. So they just kind of, like, if you're just passing through, they'll count you. It's basically what that's what I've heard. I kind of, the botting thing had crossed my mind until when you use Rumble Studio, I saw that, like, they pay you based on how many viewers you have. That doesn't it doesn't make sense to me why they would pay you more. They're going to pay for your bots and then pay you more because of those bots. That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Just doesn't make any sense. Yul Brynner's balls. I love this guy. Not his balls, just him. With 199 says, this is utter nonsense. Guys, it is another cow pun. We're going all the way with it today. About $10 away from today's goal. Thank you guys very much for your generosity, as usual. You've got 30 minutes of overtime just about in the bag. Go ahead and finish it up over on Streamlabs, PayPal, or with Rumble Rants or Venmo. Trucker 18 Wheeler with $1 says, I heard he did this before, and when authorities questioned him, he said, this ain't my first rodeo.
I'll kill you, you faggot.
How's old Kev doing these days? Is Kevin doing okay? He must be doing pretty well because, like, a lot of people are getting mad at him again. Like, a lot of people are like, yeah, Kev, I'm going to do a show about Kevin Brennan. Anytime they're doing a show about you, you're kicking the shit out of somebody. Like, whenever they feel like they have to do a show about you, you're doing very well. So I'm guessing Kevin must be okay. People were sending me messages about Kevin that him and Stevie Lou and Chad were burying Melton yesterday. And I'm like, that's not very hard, though. Like, you can make a mildly sarcastic comment. He got caught lying the other day again. He got caught lying the other day because I guess Chad played the Ricada stand-up, his terrible stand-up set, where he was too high on ecstasy to put together a decent set and just didn't know where the fuck he was. Chad played it and just ripped it apart. And then he's like, hey, why don't, Melton ripped this apart and said Nick's a fucking hack and he's fucking terrible months ago or a year ago when he played this clip. Melton's like, no, I didn't. No, I did. Like, he bites on that shit so easily. So someone literally posted the clip for him, and then he didn't address it, didn't talk about it. And he did. He savaged it, which, I will say this. Lying, covering, coping Melton now is wrong. But Melton back then when he ripped on it was right. Should go back to that instead of, being a has-been's butt boy. But hey, anything to try and, keep the obsession alive, right, my boy? So, again, sorry. I'm good at being a dick. I should work on it. Have you guys seen the pictures and the videos of the Pope? Let's pick Trump. Let's throw Trump in there as the next Pope. All right, guys, I got to start. We're going to come back to Minnesota from this next story. We're about $5 or $10 away from today's goal. Go ahead and throw in. Let's finish it off. Let's call it another win for the toe. And then with that 30 minutes of overtime, if you want to knock out that 60 from Monday, we'll give you a whole hour today. Throw in a little bit, couple bucks at a time. We'll hammer it out. John Jamingo says Tom Myers' comedy makes Stuttering John sound like Dave Chappelle. Here, let's give you the address to Tom's stream, and you guys can go in there. I think it would be good if we just went in there and let Tom know. He's got 18 people watching. Tom, who will heroically run. He's got. Guys, we have to. No, this isn't okay. No. He's got 18 people watching his show. Guys, let's pump up those numbers. There's the link in the Rumble chat. Here's the link in the YouTube chat. Tom Myers, go say R.I.P. Guys, go wish Tom Myers a rest in peace after he died from that botched bong hit transplant. Let's go see. Let's pump those numbers up. 27 already. Tom's getting the old steel toe bump. Guys, go in there. How much have we pumped up the number? Hey, we got him up to 37. We've doubled Tom's audience. Tom, you are welcome. Tom, I tell you what, lifetime unbanned for Tom Myers. If he tells Steel Toe, I'm sorry, I apologize, you are my father. Aaron. Oh, wait, no, he can't do this. Tom died. Tom died.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Watch this. Tom's trying to write something so he can put it on screen. And we already switched off it. He tried to put a Nick joke up there, and we pulled off of it already. Tom, you are a tragic, Wile E. Coyote-like figure. Here, let's respond to him. Here. Let's. Like the Coke he fed his kid. Here, Tom, let me answer you, buddy. Here you go. There you go, Tom. There's my answer. There you go. Another, hey, Tom, check this out. Another, you're not going to like this one. Sorry, Tommy. I apologize to you, buddy. But there you go. Oh, Tom, you didn't think that was funny? Come on, man. Tom didn't think that one was funny. Tom looks very serious right now. Oh, look at that. In Tom's chat, we've got Dr. Silverwolf. R.I.P. Tom. I don't know you, but you will be missed. Fly high, Angel. Oh, sorry, Tom. Hey, Tom, what'd we get you up to? 48 people. We gave Tom a record audience today. Sorry, Tom. Look, I don't feel good about this. And also on the day he died, on the day that poor Tom died, we got to go bullying him. This is not right, guys. I got to work on myself. This is on me. This is low. This is, they talk about rock bottom. This is my rock bottom. You know, most people, when they go to a Tom Myers open mic, they feel like they've hit rock bottom. I feel like this is my rock bottom. Level. Tom is owned. What's that word? Tom being owned is self-evident. Every day. I don't want people going, oh yeah, Steel Toe owned Tom Myers. It shouldn't even need to be something you need to say. Please. Oh, they're saying heart is shook. That's right, Tom. You got nothing. Oh no, look at this. This was us sending listeners to his show, and he's like, well, what? Oh no, Tom. We shook him up pretty bad. Even his own audience was going, Tom, this is bad. This is not good, Tom. You need to do something. Like, because the 15 people watching him hate my guts. And they're like, dude, you got to do something about this. $30 away from an hour of overtime. Carlos Cameo says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that Tom Myers was owned on Wednesday. We could take a Tom Myers break every day. Not when we're behind in the goal, though, because I can tell you this, it ain't going to draw money. Oh, this is great. You guys, this will get you riled up. Forget Big Mike, although this might be a Big Mike relative. Remember when Conor McGregor last week went to the White House? Yes. Atomic Ray says, do it like the others until something better comes along. Kill Restream for an hour of the show and make it only Rumble. Oh, no. It's Rumble Studio. I could go live on YouTube or Rumble. I'd probably do Rumble only because then everybody would have to go to Rumble and then we could get some read revenue out of it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just like randomly throughout the afternoon, I'll pop in on Rumble Studio, only on Rumble. And then, we'll fuck around. We'll do some things. We'll talk some shit. We'll maybe just have a chat, like a show in the chat. And I'll prep some show stuff for later that day or later that night. And then we'll do some reads and we'll get some goal money knocked out. Not a bad idea. 191 Redbird with $1 says, called it. Uh-oh. What did he call? 20 bucks away from doing an extra hour of overtime today. Let's take a look. Judge James Boasberg was just assigned to the case involving the Signal chat. Oh, God. Guys, we got to get out of here. That's it. What a day, man. 5 hours. We got back to perfection. That is awesome. We made Tom Myers shut his stream off, which I'm not part of, or I'm not proud of. I was part of it. I'm not proud of it. We got a great evening show for you tonight. I hope you come back for it. We are, now we're 2 goals away from perfection. I'm excited about it, guys. There's something about the way you look in my eyes. I'm not going to sing this well. Like a starry night, you light up my sky. You lean in closer, my heart starts to pound. I hear you sigh, yo, I love that sound. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. Kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my pussy. Call him daddy while I holler, man, that boy's so damn good looking. Oh, God damn it. $100 from now on to sing. $100. Hey, let's pick on a guy for a little bit because their show sucks or they don't do a show where they're not any good. Like, subscribe, share, the whole thing.